at number 3. So the two changes are at the top for Singapore. You'll see that the rest of the lineup looks pretty much the same. Everyone firing. In fact, the two spinners, obviously Akshay Roop has been doing so well, and there's in fact no Ananta Krishna, the star from the first game. And as far as Malaysia are concerned, they're going with an unchanged squad. Why try to fix something that isn't broken? Tried and tested formula, worked wonders for the Malaysians last night. They were comprehensive in that 23-run victory yesterday, and so they're going to continue with exactly the same squad. It was Virandeep who gave them a quick-fire start early on. Syed Aziz with that half-century last night. Pawandeep has been by far the pick of the bowlers in the entire series, both teams combined. He's been sensational. Can Singapore get Pawandeep away early on? That is the big question. With just 13 overs to play, you'd expect the batsmen coming on all cylinders. There you go, the umpires are in there, the Malaysians are running out, and the good news is that we get to see some cricket. Everyone tuning in, thank you so much. This is Navneet Krishna coming to you live from the Singapore Indian Association. And those of you who are familiar with the weather in this part of the world, well, you also are familiar with very, very rapid changes to the weather conditions. It will be humid 1 second, and next thing you know, a few minutes later, it will be pouring down heavily. Thankfully, no heavy rains this evening, and the umpires and the captains have agreed we do have 13 overs of play. Anwar was quite outstanding with his left arm spin yesterday. He bowled a match-winning spell in the second half of that innings. And there you go. Just practicing his action. He will come into play at some point in these 13 overs. And there he is, the big man, Surendran Chandramohan. Salman Butt, the coach, along with Jamal, the two coaches of the Singapore national team, just adjusting Chandramohan's helmet before he steps out, and Rohan Rangarajan gives him company. It's a familiar opening combination, something that they've gone with for some time now. It was exactly these two who opened the batting even in that tri-series in 2019. And so these two Singaporeans will be looking to get off to a fiery start. We'll give you an update in terms of what the power play situation will be and the bowling quotas as well. I would imagine that it'll be two bowlers who can bowl 3 overs each, and the other 3 bowlers a maximum of 2 overs each. And it's going to be Pawandeep. So no changes despite the fact that it's a 13-over game. Would you have expected to see some medium pace early on from the Malaysians? Absolutely not. They fancy themselves as far as the spinners are concerned, particularly left-arm spin. And it is going to be the star of the series. If you've got to pick one player who's been the standout across the series, across the 2 matches, it'll be that man on the left of your screen, Pawandeep Singh. He's just been absolutely ruthless with his left arm spin, giving nothing away and picking up many wickets in the process. And we're all in readiness for the series decider. Edition number 22 of the Stan Nagaiah Trophy. Singapore, the defending champions. Malaysia are here hoping to take back what's theirs because they've dominated the Stan Nagaiah. And it's Pawandeep to Rohan Rangarajan. That's a decent start from both sides. Good accuracy there and lines and lengths from Pawandeep right from the first ball. And Rohan Rangarajan is happy to give himself a couple of deliveries maybe. Just a bit of a sighter. Remember, 13 overs aside. One thing's for sure, we're likely to see some fireworks from both sides. A batsman, there you go, Chandra Mohan, quick to respond, and Singapore and Rohan Rangarajan are off the mark. He's been so tidy, finished with figures of none for 12 in his 4 overs yesterday. He picked up 3 wickets in the game prior to that, in the first game of the series. He's just given absolutely nothing away. Early on, no, going down the leg. Unlike Rohan Rangarajan, Chandra Mohan doesn't really believe in sighters, all right. He's going to fancy himself. Relatively short ground this at the Singapore Indian Association. The short boundaries are actually square of the wicket. In fact, the straight boundaries aren't that long as well. Oh! What a beauty! Absolutely unplayable. It squared the batsman and it turned a fair bit. No answer from Chandra Mohan. He was beaten all ends up. Excellent delivery in just the third delivery of the innings. He steals a quick one as well. And Surendran is also off the mark. It will be interesting to see how the Singapore batsmen approached Pawandeep, because they were very defensive and conservative in their approach against Pawandeep in the last couple of matches. But with 13 overs at play, will they change their approach a bit? A cut and a miss. Shorter in length. 1 over completed, and Pawandeep, it's as business as usual for that man, concedes just the 2 runs. And we will continue with a little more spin once again. Is it going to be Virandeep? In fact, no, it might be Wafiq to bowl some left arm seam from the pavilion end. Virandeep with the ball at mid-on. He's an exciting talent. He loves going after the bowling. And so you're going to see a bit of that when he comes out to bat, opening the batting for Malaysia later on. There you go. Wafiq is going to kickstart proceedings from the pavilion end. He was expensive last night. Bowled a few too many no balls, costing Malaysia. Thankfully, not costing them the game. It's going to be Wafiq to Chandra Mohan to start off. Over number 2. He manages to get some bat on that, duck that out, Yorker length. 3 singles to start off for Singapore. Busy calendars for both these teams. Malaysia head back, in fact, and start off a quadrangular series. A quadrangular series immediately with Bhutan and Maldives also featuring in that 4-nation tournament. Shot delivery, well directed. That's a bit harsh. The umpire thought that was a little too short. Signals wide in the process. And Singapore will obviously continue to stay here because they play host to Papua New Guinea for 4 T20s over the next 5 to 6 days. And so plenty of cricket for the home team. And right after, we'll leave to Zimbabwe for the all-important T20 World Cup qualifiers. A swing and a miss. No ball. There you go. He continues from where he left off yesterday. Wafiq is not going to be too happy. And you can see the teapot from the wicketkeeper. Immediately checks with the umpire on where he landed. Now, a free hit and an opportunity for Surendran, or in fact Rohan Rangarajan, to tee off. They've been disciplined in their bowling, Malaysia, yesterday. They started off well today, courtesy Pawandeep, but this is something that you want to avoid. Trying to be a little too cheeky. He's an animated character, the wicketkeeper. There you go, some words being exchanged there. Did well to concede nothing from that free hit. So Rohan Rangarajan trying to use the pace of Wafiq and played behind the wicket. Another good delivery directed at the pads. Gets it away for a single. But you get the sense that they're taking some time to get accustomed to the wicket over here. Keep in mind that the outfield conditions behind the wicket, particularly from the end that we're at right now, isn't great for the fielders. Very sluggish outfield. And so if the ball does go in that area, I expect the batsmen to keep running. We're very unlikely to get a boundary in that region because of all the rain that we've had. How far has that one gone? When he makes contact, there isn't too much doubt about where the ball is going. Surendran Chandramohan gets the first big six of the series decider. What a shot! Relatively short. He somehow managed to get enough bat on that and he pulls that over. Deep square leg, no fielder there. 6 runs and they're well on their way. He's playing with the bowlers now. Look at him dancing around at the crease. Oh, he's a character, isn't he, Chandramohan? He's a very restless character, busy cricketer. Always wanting to improvise and do something out of the ordinary. One delivery left in the second. It's been a good one for Singapore, 10 so far. Should be a wide down the leg side. Rohan looking immediately at the umpire, hoping that they'll get something. In fact, it's a leg by signal. Not too happy, Rohan Rangarajan. He's having a word with the umpire because he didn't get anything on that, is what he's saying. The umpire thought he got something on it. Nonetheless, 2 overs completed. It's 14 for no loss. My apologies. Bye signal by the umpire, not leg byes. And it will be Pawandeep to continue from the far end. Just a confirmation in terms of the bowling quota for this game, 13 overs aside. So 3 bowlers can bowl a maximum of 3 and 2 bowlers a maximum of 2. Respect being shown by Surendran Chandramohan. That is what Pawandeep gets by virtue of being the best bowler on display in this series. Now, how long will he be patient though? That is the question. Not too long. Not too long. A mighty heave down the leg side makes it 6 number 2. And the few fans that we have at the ground over here appreciate what they're seeing from Chandramohan. He's a muscular lad, all right. He can hit the big ones. He loves hitting the mighty sixes. erring in line just a bit, drifting towards the leg side, and that was enough for Chandramohan to get it away. Even yesterday, when they were chasing 178, they were tentative in their approach very early on in the first 10 overs. They can't afford to do that in the series decider with just 13 overs to play. Wide. The keeper misses that. Will that run away? It will. Make that 5 more. And can you believe it? It's coming off the arm of Pavandeep. He gave away 12 runs in 4 overs yesterday. He's gone for 11 in just this over. 5 runs. Was that wide signaled? Yeah, there you go. Wide was signaled. So 5 runs to Singapore. It's these smaller things. Free hits, no balls, wide boundaries. You can't afford to do that. They'll need to continue with the disciplined effort that they showed last night, Malaysia. 26 on the board already. He's hit this really high, really high. It is 6 number 3 for Chandramohan. No chance for the long off fielder. It's raining 6s here. Oh my goodness, what a stroke. He's taking their best bowler apart. Some early worries for the captain, Ahmed Faiz. 32 on the board in 3 overs. And they're motoring along. If you're a Singapore fan, you've tuned in at the right time. That is a good-looking scorecard. 32 for no loss in 3. And it's their star opener at the top, Surendran Chandramohan, who's doing all the scoring at the moment. 21 of 11. And Rohan's happy to play second fiddle. Hits that down the ground, just the single. No long on. Miroff does well to cut it off. Virandeep Singh there. I've got some company in the commentary box for a change. Avi Dixit plays for Singapore. Well, unfortunately having to sit by the sidelines because of an injury that he's nursing at the moment. Avi, good to have you. What do you make of the score early on?
It's a brilliant start for Singapore so far. Thank you so much for having me. It's good to have cricket back in Singapore at the moment, with Malaysia being the first to come here, and there's going to be lots more cricket coming as Suren plays and misses. But yeah, it's great to be back, great to be watching cricket again, and great that we've got some fans out here to support us.
Tell us a little bit about Surendran Chandramohan. Do you notice that little kick before he plays every delivery? Have you ever noticed that?
Yeah, 100%. It's his signature move, you could say. But yeah, Suren is one of the most humble people I've ever had the pleasure to meet. But when he's out in the field, he's a force to reckon with. Just the brute force that he plays with. But yeah, brilliant talent, and he's been with Singapore for so long, and we'll just watch this as off he comes. Plays it down the ground for 1. It's a good single there. But yeah, it's a pleasure playing with him. Before my injury, I was opening with him, so that was great fun as well.
Yeah, you couldn't have said it any better. I've had the opportunity to have a few conversations with Surendran off the field, and he's the nicest bloke you'll ever meet. He's not going to be nice to the bowlers, that you can guarantee for sure. In a 13-over game, he's got the license. Not that he needs one. He just loves fancying himself against the bowlers. Rohan Rangarajan at the moment, it's his first game of the series. He's taking some time to get accustomed to the conditions over here. And Vafiq mixing things up. Short delivery following the batsman. He was expensive in that first over. He'll want to stay away from that no ball once again. He conceded far too many yesterday. He already conceded 1 in the first over. As long as you can stay disciplined. Stick to the basics. That's what the captain's probably telling him. This time he gets some bat on it. There is cover for him at deep square leg. Cuts it off for just a single. A busy calendar ahead for Singapore. First Zimbabwe for the World Cup qualifiers. You'll then go to Canada for the 50-over qualifiers. Then the Asia Cup qualifiers in Sri Lanka. Qualifiers are plenty.
Yeah, that's the brilliance of having COVID a bit less intense at the moment. It's a good ball from Afiq. But yeah, I'm sure all the players are looking forward to a great summer of cricket. Unfortunately, the Asian Games in China were postponed because of the COVID pandemic and their zero policy COVID rule. But with 3 tournaments coming up, there's plenty of cricket to be played and plenty of intent to be showed by the Singapore team, who are 20th ranked in the world and hoping to go even higher as we show the world how much we're made of.
Yes, you've got some wonderful talent in this setup. The one that does catch my eye, and I think we'll speak a lot about him, obviously the one who came to pick up that, was that Aryaman who came to pick up that helmet? Oh, that was Anantha Krishna. He's in playing today, in fact. Anantha is in playing today. That's the lineup. 2 changes made by Singapore. Rohan Rangarajan and Aman at number 1 and number 3 that have come into the squad. Anantha Krishna isn't playing today. And we're going to see Chandra Mohan continue without a helmet. That's because we're going to see some spin from the far end, and it's going to be Pawandeep to continue. Expensive in that previous over. Not typical of Pawandeep. He's just been sensational this series, giving practically nothing away. But one thing that we do see in this part of the world, Singapore, Malaysia, a lot of talented spinners, left arm spinners. We see the amount of turn that Anantha Krishna gets. So, yeah, we see a lot of that even in Nepal. We see that in Bangladesh. So, obviously, a lot in the Asian subcontinent, and Pawandeep hoping that the umpire would raise his finger, not on that occasion. Hard to get him away with the kind of accuracy that he has.
Yeah, so he bowls a lot of balls that are seam up, and so it comes into the right-handed batsman, and so it makes it quite difficult. And of course, the length that he bowls is brilliant length, but I'm sure the Singapore batsmen have been thinking of ways to get him away. Suren did that a couple times in the previous over. That slog sweep that went a bit behind square leg was a brilliant shot. Yeah, and I think Rohan's trying to also play a slight attacking role to Pavan just to make sure he possibly changes his length, which he's so good at keeping so tight. Another shot to deep mid for a single there.
We've had a few people trickle into the ground to watch this series decider. We've had a good turnout on our Facebook pages, on the Fancode app in India. And it's where we're going to see the next big star in world cricket, in associate cricket, with so much of focus. And how can we not talk about what Tim David has done in recent times, his exploits at the IPL, playing for the Mumbai Indians. He's been making waves in the Pakistan Super League, the Big Bash League, now at the Vitality Blast, playing some of the biggest leagues around the world. And he was right here 3 years back in that tri-series, playing for Singapore. It misses everything once again. The keeper misses it. They'll pick up 4. It doesn't matter how they come, as long as they come. No wide signal this time by the umpire, so just the 4 runs. Not too sure if the batsman managed to get some bat on that. But more importantly, Singapore have raced along to 44 for no loss in 5 with 8 overs to play. Just a little under 9 to the over. What's a good target you think? 13 overs, 45 for no loss at the moment. What will Singapore be targeting?
I think a good target is definitely 10 to the over. 130, I think, on this ground will be, I think they'll be happy with that. Anything more, they'll be very happy to get, and especially after this great start, they've had 44 for no loss. No wickets, got plenty of wickets in hand, and with the firepower with Janak and Ariman in the shed, I'm sure there's plenty of more firepower to come. Plenty more sixes, hopefully, that we see.
Yeah, Rohan Rangarajan, well, he's taking some time to get his eye in. But 5 overs completed. You get the sense that it's now time for them to fire on both cylinders. It's Rohan on strike. We're going to see a change in the bowling as well. And it's going to be Kizar Hyatt, who came in with some very useful overs towards the end yesterday, with some off spin, and hopefully something that Rohan Rangarajan will fancy. And with 2 right-handers and the off spinner turning it into them, you get the sense that these 2 batsmen will be licking their lips.
Yeah, Kizar bowled very well yesterday. He was bowling a very good line, a very good length, especially at the death overs, keeping it quite full, not letting the batsman get underneath the ball to be able to clear the boundary. And you saw that with his brilliant end over bowling as he bowls another full one to Suren, keeping it full, not letting him get it into the slot, keeping it the block hole. So I'm sure Singapore will be happy taking a couple for 1, but every over I think they'd be looking for a boundary at this rate.
The margin for error is so little in T20 cricket. This time goes Ariel on the bounce to the deep cover fielder, just the single. He's just struggling to find the center of the bat at the moment, Rohan Rangarajan. Spare a thought for him. He's been called in to play the series decider. Didn't play the first 2 games. And he's right in the heat of things. Now, Surendran on strike. It was only a matter of time. It just rockets along to the mid-wicket region. No chance whatsoever on the bounce. That is a confident stroke from a confident batsman. When he hits them, they stay hit all right. Have a look at the power behind his strokes. My goodness, 30 of 19. And it's the 50 up for Singapore in the process. Big one. This might just be the biggest we've seen all evening. We've seen 4 sixes from the bat of Chandra Mohan. This one, by far the biggest. This is some hitting. Have a look at that, straight down the ground, in the hitting arc. And like I mentioned, the margin for error for the spinner is so little. He bowled it in the block hole early on in the over. Respect by Chandra Mohan, just the single. But you missed the block hole by a wee bit. And that's the treatment you get. 57 for no loss. We're still in the 6th over. It's been the best power play by a huge distance for the home team. And quite a statement to send in the series decider.
Yeah, that had some aerial miles on it. I'm sure it's gone over the road at IA. Anyone on the other side in the HDB complex, if you want to find a cricket ball, I'm sure it's around there somewhere. 1 ball left of this over. I'm sure Suren will be looking to attack even more. It's a brilliant start so far from Singapore. That's Kizar bowls. That's a great single there. Good to see some good running, good calling early on. It's key in T20 cricket. You don't realize how many runs are lost from dot balls here and there. And all the singles that you take at the end, you just realize that it just amounts up to a much, much larger score.
And also sensible because he knows that he's hitting them in the center and he can sense that Rohan's taking some time. So just sensible that you follow that 6 up with a single and also the last ball of the over. So he comes back on strike. And now he will have to deal with some more left arm spin because it's going to be Anwar to continue now from the far end. Pavandeep being replaced by another left arm spinner. But at the moment, I don't think Chandra Mohan's too worried about whether it's a left arm spinner, right arm off spinner, medium pacer. He's going to fancy himself against everyone. This is a solid start from Singapore. 13 overs aside. Oh, he had to wait. He had to wait a fair bit for that delivery to even reach him. Interesting first delivery from Anwar. As slow as it comes. Rohan Rangarajan is like a cat on a hot tin roof at the moment. He's eager to get on strike. This is just as slow as it comes, asking to be hit. But, oh, in fact, there has been a misfield there. And it's a boundary. That extra cover. This is some start from Singapore. He's muscling them to all corners of the park here. 41 in 24. He's saving his best for the last game, Chandra Mohan. Well, you're used to seeing some fireworks from this man.
Yeah, it's brilliant to see him back at his best as we watch this ball. Pumps it down the ground once again. That boundary. That's another 4. Yes, that is. Brilliant hitting by Surin. He's saving us his best for last, as you just mentioned. It's great to see him back in action as he asked for some gloves. I'm sure Singapore will be looking to continue this positivity for the rest of the innings. It's a brilliant start, as you mentioned. 66 for no loss in 6.4. We're close to the halfway stage now. We've just passed the halfway stage, actually. And yeah, I'm sure, as I mentioned, 130 is a good target. They're on par for that at the moment. Hopefully they'll be pushing for further.
He hits that again, this time straight to the fielder. He picks this one. Against the run of play, Syed Aziz there at extra cover. When it mattered most, he made sure he didn't mess it up. What a statement. This is phenomenal batting. And he gets out at the wrong time from Singapore's perspective. 45 of 26. And he will walk back to a standing ovation from the dugout, because this is one heck of a start for the series decider. And in fact, it's no surprise at all that Janak Prakash is the number 3 batsman. Talk about 6 hitting. This man makes them look so easy. Scored a half century, fresh from a outstanding half century last night, Janak Prakash. One thing I will tell you, when he hits those big ones, watch out for those no-look sixes. Trademark from Janak Prakash. Very exciting talent.
Yeah, Janak's been playing a lot of cricket in Australia over the last semester or so. He's studying at Melbourne University, and he's playing grade level cricket there as well. And so it's a great exposure that he's received, playing among like some of the big bash players like Peter Hadziglu, the quick left arm spinner, quick right arm leg spinner. And yeah, it's a great level that he's playing in Australia. And so I'm sure, as you saw yesterday, he's brought a lot of what he's learned from there back to Singapore, and he's doing his part for the team. As he just takes his off stump. But yeah, it was a brilliant knock that he played yesterday. It was important both in his bowling and batting, as he took a couple wickets with his searing Yorkers. Was well bowled. First ball up. Good quick single that Rohan's taken, being very alert.
Excellent delivery to complete the 7th. And I also want to say a big thank you to Avi Dikshit to joining me in the commentary box as well. Thanks, Avi. And go well with all the cricket that's lined up.
Thank you so much. It's been an absolute pleasure, and I hope to be back here at some point.
Thank you. Excellent delivery to complete. Over number 7, 67 for 1, Singapore. And now the question is, can Rohan Rangarajan get in on the act? Janak Prakash taking his time. Looks like he's ready to go. Kizar Hayat with some off spin. You would expect that he's going to fancy himself against the off spinner. Just 6 overs remaining in this innings. Remember, 16 overs aside, 3 bowlers can bowl a maximum of 3, 2 bowlers a maximum of 2. Khizar Hayat into his second over. Expensive first over. Rangarajan once again trying to get it away. He's just not been able to find the right part of the bat. 8 of 16. Gets it away on the offside. That's where the outfield is very sluggish, and so it will slow down and will need the batsman to run hard between the wickets, and that's what Janak Prakash did. He's picked up 2 important runs. 69 for 1 in 7.2. An opportunity for Malaysia to put some brakes on the scoring rate here. Low full toss, always hard to get away, but will they come back for the second year? Rohan calls. It's a juggling act by Virendeep there, but they do come back for the second. For everyone tuning in, welcome to the Singapore Indian Association. We're all excited for the series decider, series level at 1-1. The Stan Nagaiah trophy on the line. Doubles are plenty in this over. $74 for 1. One delivery left in the 8th. This is an excellent start from Singapore, courtesy a swashbuckling innings from Surendran Chandramohan on the bounce to the deep mid-wicket fielder there. Just a single to end. Over number 8, 75 for 1. Back, it's an area of the field where is very heavily affected by the rains that we've had over the last 24 hours, and that's why you'll just see the ball plonk itself. Swing and a miss. This is nice from Aziz. They were going at well over 10 to the over when Chandramohan was in the center. And just a little dip in the run rate after he has departed. Rohan Rangarajan has just found it really difficult to get going. You'll see that. Have a look at it. Stop. It just absolutely doesn't travel whatsoever when it goes to that part of the ground. Heavily affected by the rain. Sluggish conditions over there. And so if you're a batsman, you want to score runs in that part of the ground, well, there are two ways of doing it. You either run and keep running, or you go aerial and clear the boundary. That's the only way you're getting runs in that side. He's hit that really, really well. Janak Prakash now starting to get a move on. It was full. He slashed hard at it. Much like a sword, really. And it's just raced away to the boundary. He's a powerful hitter. And they're into the 80s. In the zone. In the zone. It was asking to be hit. He loves hitting it down the ground. Right in the hitting arc. It's as easy as it comes. Have a look at that. It had hit me all over it. And Janak Prakash isn't going to miss out on that. 89 for 1. New balls, please. Gone. Gone. Right after a 4 and a 6, it stayed low. I think he's managed to get some bat on it, but he's played onto his own stumps, and Janak Prakash will have to make his way back. Have a look at the excitement. Punches the air in excitement. The keeper and Aziz as well. And another powerful batsman, may I say, makes his way. Arya Manuchil, Janak Prakash, Surendra and Chandramohan. These are the big boys of the Singapore batting lineup. They can hit it big and mighty. And that's what's helped them maintain a very, very steady run rate today. Rohan Rangarajan, as long as the runs are coming, Singapore won't be fretting too much. And I think for the first time, we're going to see Virendeep Singh introduced into the attack. Some more left arm spin. We saw enough of that from Pawandeep and Anwar, and we will continue to see more left arm spin, this time from Virendeep. Less than 4 overs left in this innings. Round round arm action. Interesting. From Virandeep, just the single. Wonder if that's a tactic for him to keep the ball as low as possible and not get the batsman to get under the ball. Rohan Rangarajan is dealing in singles at the moment. This has gone high. This has gone high. Long off is under it. And he picks that up. Wickets in succession for Singapore. For a ball, my apologies, for Malaysia. And it's number 3 down. Aryaman, who was the standout in the game day before yesterday. Well, he departed for nothing much yesterday. And he doesn't trouble the scorers too much today as well. 92 for 3. This is a nice little comeback from Malaysia. It's going to be Manpreet Singh, the wicketkeeper, to make his way to the centre at number 5. As Rohan Rangarajan watches and stands and watches his opponents come and go around him. Very interesting from Virandeep Singh. Round arm action, trying to keep it just about outside off. And he's skidding it through, essentially eliminating certain parts of the field and forcing the batsman to play down the ground. Look at that, very round arm. Excellent over in the context of this game. Just the 4 runs conceded in the 5 deliveries. He'll want to finish off well here. Last delivery, excellent over, the best over in this game so far. Just the 4 runs off it, including that wicket. 10 overs completed, 93 for 3. And so after a successful over from Virandeep, we will continue with some left arm spin, this time from Anwar. 9 off his first over. 3 overs remaining. 30 from here on will take them into the 120s. Rohan Rangarajan batting on 15 of 22. What can he manufacture? He's had plenty of time in the centre. Tuning in from India, you can watch the game on the FanCode app or even from the Singapore Cricket Association Facebook page. The keeper misses another one. Can you believe it? That's the 3rd time we're seeing a boundary go down past the keeper. Great runs that have come by way of buys like this. He's not going to be too happy with that, but more importantly, take Singapore closer to the 100 mark. He's got the top edge on that. It's as easy as it comes for Pawandeep at short third man. Wickets are plenty for Malaysia at the moment. Number 4 goes down. And Rohan Rangarajan, who's had a really tough time in the centre, will have to make his way back. 15 of 23 is all that he could manufacture. And Anwar picks up wicket number 2. Be really important to see how Malaysia finish off. Can they keep Singapore to under maybe 115? Naveen Param, the new batsman, will give Manpreet Singh company. Just 16 deliveries left. Three wickets have fallen in the last 3 overs. Oh, exposing the stumps. Anwar could see all 3 stumps. Dangerous play from Naveen Param there, the new batsman. In fact, it's Manpreet. Oh, it is Naveen Param. They're just struggling to get the ball away. These dot balls are worth its weight in gold in a truncated game. Just 4 runs came off the previous over from Virandeep. And make it number 5. It's raining wickets at the moment. Naveen Param had absolutely no answer. This is an excellent comeback from Malaysia. 9 for 3 now, Anwar. Singapore 97 for 5. It's going to be, is it Aman Desai? Yeah, the new batsman. Right, 1 delivery left in the 11th and just 2 to go after this. They've picked up 4 wickets in no time, Malaysia, and now have Singapore at 97 for 5. How about that? Aman Desai, it's his first game in the series, and in his first ball of this innings, he helps himself along to a nice 6 behind the wicket. 11 overs completed, 103 for 5. Have a look at that middle order. Arya Manuchil just 1, Manpreet Singh batting on naught. Naveen Param goes out for a duck. Aman has just come into the centre and tonked one out of the park. Reza Ghaznavi yet to bat, and the captain is there as well, Amjad Mehboob. He can hit the big ones. Manpreet Singh gets that away. There's a fielder to cut it off. Just 2 runs. The penultimate over of this innings. Remember, 13 overs aside, the fielding restrictions will come off after 4 overs. Will they come back for the second? They're taking on Veerandeep's arm. Excellent throw from long on. But Manpreet Singh was up to the task as well. 2 more runs, well run. And Kisar Hayat is into what will be his final over. 3 bowlers can bowl a maximum of 3. Almost. He almost had another wicket there. 107 for 5. Is that enough already? This is an excellent total. And in the series decider, runs on the board. It can make you do funny things, but for now, they're helping themselves along to a few full tosses. The last ball of the previous over, full toss down the leg side, helped along for a 6. And now Kisar Hayat gives Manpreet Singh exactly the same. They won't be complaining, the Singaporeans. As easy as it comes. Yeah, you'll see the towel come out more often than not. Wet conditions. Remember that you're not playing on conventional cricketing turf here. These are thicker blades of grass called as cow grass, and so they, if anything, store a few droplets of water. Because of all the rain that we've had, expect the ball to get wet, and it's going to be that much harder for the spinners particularly to get any sort of grip on this. Wide signal by the umpire. 11 of this over already, 2 to go. Straight to the fielder. Will they fancy themselves again for 2 runs? They will. This time, excellent clean-up work by Kisar Hayat, and Aman Desai will have to make his way back. They tried their luck, but excellent piece of fielding there. Good combination from the deep mid-wicket fielder. Wonderful going right above the stumps, and Kisar Hayat does well to pick up the bails. 6 wickets down, and at number 8, it's going to be Vinod Bhaskar in the left-arm spinner to come in. Right, it's Manpreet Singh on strike once again, and he's got plenty of bat on that, has he? On the bounce to the long off fielder, cuts it off, just the single, and will keep strike for the final over. "12 overs completed, just 1 to go, and you get the sense that Singapore have done well to put these runs on the board. It'll take some getting for Malaysia to chase this down. We're in for a cracker of a finish to the Stan Nagaiah Trophy. It looks like it's going to be Veerandeep to finish it off. He bowled a wonderful first over, conceding just the 4 with his round arm left spin. Left round arm spin. Is that the right way of saying it? Because he's bowling with really a round arm. And he's keeping it as low as possible, the trajectory, giving absolutely no chance for the batsman to get onto the ball. Just the single. Excellent length that in the block hole. Manpreet Singh hit that hard. He hit it hard, straight at Vinod Bhaskaran. Well, more importantly, he's done well to just get off strike and bring Manpreet Singh back on strike. From Singapore's perspective, that's who they will want on strike. And Veerandeep is bowling some very crucial deliveries here. He muscles that down the ground. Will they come back for two? Yes, they will. And it will be another run out. And it will be wicket number 7 for Malaysia. He was always going to do that, Manpreet Singh, because he knew that he had to get back on strike. So he scampers through for the first one, turns, and he knew that there was no way Vinod Bhaskaran was going to make his way back. And he's going to make way for Reza Ghaznavi, who comes in at number 9. A series on the line, the Stan Nagaiah Trophy, edition number 22. Singapore have only won 6 times. Malaysia have won on 14 different occasions. One of these editions ended up in a tie. And so, all to play for the home team. But this is just exceptional death bowling from Veerandeep. He's darting it into the block hole. He's making it so hard for the batsmen to play the big ones down the ground. He's conceded just 6 runs from 10 deliveries when the team's almost scored at 10 to the over. Look at that round arm action. He's going to come back for the second once again, you think. This time the throw goes to the batsman's end, the wicketkeeper's end, but unfortunately a fumble gives enough time for Manpreet to come back for 2. And he's going to be in strike for the final delivery. This is a solid total. They will come down to chase over 9 runs per over, Malaysia. Never going to be easy. Strategically placed right behind the wicketkeeper. Fantastic spell of bowling. Just 9 runs from his 2 overs. 13 overs completed. It is the end of the innings. 122 the final score for Singapore. 123 the target for Malaysia. 123 runs stand in front of them and the Stan Nagaiah Trophy. We're in for a cracker of a chase. All the damage done at the top by Surendra and Chandra Mohan, 45 of 26. Janak Prakash with a cameo, 19 of 10. Manpreet Singh with a useful contribution towards the end, where it was Surendran Chandramohan that set the tone for Singapore in this final game with some belligerent hitting right at the top with 4 mighty sixes. 19 extras, way too many byes coming from the Malaysian bowling lineup. 122, 123 the target for Malaysia. We're going to be back shortly for the chase. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're down to the final innings of the Stan Nagaiah Trophy 2022. 123 the target, and we're all in readiness for the chase. First delivery, he muscles that, pulls that straight to mid-wicket. Naveen Param, the fielder there. Virendeep means business. 123 the target in 13 overs. Amjad Mahboob, the captain, will open proceedings for Singapore. Change in the field from mid-on. Surendran Chandramohan moves to long on. Don't expect Virendeep to hang around for too much. He's gonna... There you go. A lot like Surendran Chandramohan. He doesn't spend too much time getting a measure of the wicket. A swing and a miss from Zubaidi, his opening partner. They need in excess of 9 runs per over, Malaysia, to win this game. 123 in 78 deliveries. That is the equation. Short ball. Some extra pace from the captain. Attempted pull shot, doesn't make contact. You can see that Amjad Mahboob is just pushing himself that extra yard. This time he's made contact. And he's made enough contact. It is the first 6 of the innings for Malaysia. And it comes off the bat of Zubaidi. What a stroke. Pulls it again, this time straight to the fielder and just a single. First over completed, it's 8 for no loss. Slightly different tactics from Singapore versus what Malaysia did, where they bowled majority of their overs with spin. It's going to be more medium pace for Singapore. Aryaman Uchil will now start off from the far end. He is quick. He can extract some bounce on the surface as well. And he can surprise the batsman every now and then. Got a wonderful upright action. Shaping away from the right-hander. He's got air, plenty of air on that. But a diving attempt from the point fielder. Thankfully, from Malaysia's perspective, had stayed out of reach. There you go. Take a look at that attempt once again. Diving attempt there. Oh, he's got contact on that all right. How far? I think far enough. The umpire just checking with the fielder there. Is that 4 or 6? 6 runs signaled. Zubaidi once again. Malaysia matching Singapore shot for shot in the first few overs. It was at this stage when Chandramohan was unleashing himself. This time, can you believe it? It was just shaping away once again from the right-hander. It got the toe end of the bat and it just lobbed straight to the cover fielder. As easy as it comes for the fielder there, and Zubaidi will have to go back after a little cameo. Malaysia 16 for 1. The captain comes into the crease at number 3. He's got his task cut out. Virendra is there for him for company. You just get the feeling that it's going to be another one of those occasions where Faiz will have to spend some time in the center. Look at that shape that he's getting. Beautiful outswing from Aryaman here. Making full use of the new ball. And that's what led to the demise of Zubaidi as well. It just got a little too far from his reach. And that's why it got the toe end of the bat. End of the second over, Malaysia 17 for 1. A successful over from Aryaman comes to an end. Changes galore as far as the bowling is concerned from Singapore's perspective. Another change being made. Amjad Mehboob bowled the first, Aryaman the second, and now it's going to be Janak Prakash with more medium seam. Quite the opposite from what Malaysia did. Bowled a lot of spin in the power play and in the entire innings as well. That is a good stroke. Ahmed Faiz was restless to get to the striker's end. Thankfully, no damage done, no direct hit there. The required run rate is creeping slowly to the 10 runs per over mark. It will just stop itself when it goes to that side of the field. We have spoken enough about that. Plenty of rain last night, and so Virendra did well to come back for 2 there. Good tidy start from Janak Prakash. Shot. How good was that? That's probably gone the distance. It has. A swashbuckling 6 with on offer. It was short and outside off, and he laid into it. Have a look at that. Have some of that, says Virendra. Exquisite shot. Much better line and length there on this occasion from Janak Prakash. That's the line that you want to keep. You don't want to be giving batsmen width, not in this ground. Short square boundaries. They will fancy themselves. Shot this time, pulled away behind square. That is a top shot from a top player. 4 runs to end the third. It's 31 for 1, and Malaysia are right on the move. Diving attempt at shot third man there. Just the single to Virendra. From Malaysia's perspective, they would want to take this over by over. Don't complicate it. Little less than 10 per over was what the required run rate was. So they'll tell themselves that they're on par at the moment. They will have a couple of good overs that will come by in between. No ball signal from the umpire there. Aryaman not too happy. A single to the batsman, and what that means is Virendra will have a license to go big, courtesy of free hit. Just can't afford this. They really can't. Cardinal sin to be bowling no balls. Plenty of changes being made. those of you who are just tuning in, this is game number 3 of the Stan Nagaiah Trophy 2022. The series evenly poised at 1-1. And what a contest we have in our hands. 89 needed. Little less than 10 overs. Wide. Is that going to be a wide? Veerandeep will be a bit unhappy. And Aryaman has gotten away without conceding anything off the free hit. Veerandeep a bit unhappy. He was expecting the umpire to stretch his arms and signal a wide. Getting beautiful shape away from the right-hander. That one went straight to the extra cover fielder and just the single. He gets some air in that. There's no fielder there in the boundary line, and so that will race away for another boundary. 38 for 1. They're managing to stay on course, on par with the required run rate. The boundaries are coming every over, and that's what's important from Malaysia's perspective. Down the leg side. $39 for 1 in 3.4. What they will be telling themselves is, as long as we can keep getting 10 to the over, we are fine. The odd loose over will come in between as well, where they can get maybe 15. But at the moment, they're going at 10 to the over. They'll be very happy with the start, Malaysia. They have plenty of firepower to come. Syed Aziz is fresh off a half century from last night, and he looked in fabulous touch. He's played on. It's gone on and rattled the stumps, and Aryaman, well, he has plenty to say to the batsman as well. That is a big wicket. That is a massive wicket. Veerandeep just couldn't get going this evening, but he's an explosive batsman. And that is a big wicket in the context of this game. 4 overs completed, 39 for 2. a change in the bowling. We're going to see spin for the very first time in this innings. And it's going to be the youngster, Akshay Puri, with some right arm off spin. It's going to be very interesting to see how he goes against the left-hander particularly. Because Syed Aziz fancied himself against the incoming leg spinner, Ananta Krishna, yesterday, and he kept hitting him for sixes. And so now with the ball turning away from the left-hander, will be interesting to see how Syed Aziz goes. Well, it's not like any batsman has any time to really get set in. Oh! Is that out? What is he appealing for? I wonder what he's appealing for. But that is an absolute cracker of a delivery. What a delivery. Have a look at that. Beaten all ends up. Turn, bounce. He angled it into the left-hander. And vicious turn. The straighter one on this occasion. Well played, but just the single. Such a young cricketer in just his third game for Singapore. He made his debut in the first game in the series. Brilliant piece of fielding there. The Singaporeans are pumped. Have a look at Chandra Mohan running all the way from long on to long off to just give him a pat on the back. So he's just 18 years of age, Akshay Puri. What a talent he's already turned out to be. Bowled a beautiful spell last night, and he's just 18 years of age. He does look young, all right. He is young. He's taking on the big boys in the big league, and he's certainly not going to go down without a fight. Now, right when I say that, he errs down the leg side, a rare lose now. Thank you. Shot. Oh, handsomely struck. A thud on the side screen. That is a mighty six by Syed Aziz. Over pitch delivery. Did well to get to the pitch of the ball, and he struck it clean and straight. Fantastic. And once again, they're doing well to stay on par with the required run rate. 50 for 2 and 4.5. 10 and over will get them. Will get them comfortably. Shot. Pulled away once again on the leg side. Deep mid-wicket region. Vinod Bhaskaran comes in, cleans up. Another single. 17. Apologies. 5 overs completed. Malaysia 51 for 2. And it's game on. Vinod Bhaskaran for the first time this evening. I think that will work right. It'll work exactly the way Syed Aziz would want that to work. He'll be very happy with the prospect of a left-arm spinner bowling into him. He was so much at ease when he was playing Ananta Krishna yesterday with the ball turning into him. And so Syed Aziz, I get the sense, will be happy with this move. At the moment, though, it's the captain Faiz on strike. Bunts it towards wide of a long off, and they do well to come back for the second. The 50 is up already, and they're coming in with useful contributions, the Malaysian batsmen. They're staying on par with the required run rate, like I mentioned. Just get the sense that we're going the distance, we're going right to the very end once again. Where is this one? What a catch! What a catch! I'm trying to get a sense of where that went. But Surendran Chandramohan, he is their best fielder. That was hit firmly. It went hard at him, and he's picked up a screamer at long on. They're in this, the Singaporeans. They're not going to give up. They're fighting. Oh boy, are we on to something here. Ahmad Faiz, the skipper, will have to depart, and it's 3 down for Malaysia. The man of the match from last night, the hero who scored 40 of 24 deliveries. Shahadat is in the centre now. Valuable contribution towards the end of Malaysia's innings last night, helping them get to a very healthy total. He scored 40 in 24, some massive hits. And now he's got Syed Aziz for company. This is a very crucial partnership from Malaysia's perspective. And from Singapore's perspective, this is the one that you want to break. One more wicket, and you will get the sense that Singapore will probably have their noses ahead. At the moment, there's hardly anything to choose between these two teams. So evenly poised. The current run rate 9.8, required run rate 9.2. But it's the wickets from Malaysia's perspective. They don't want to lose too many more. And these two are the informed batsmen. They were both the stars from last evening. That's why. That's exactly why I said that Syed Aziz will be very happy with the fact that Vinod Bhaskaran is bowling while he's at the centre. Left arm spinner, spinning it into the left-hander. Right into the hitting zone. He was waiting for that. 63 for 3 at the end of 6, with Malaysia having their noses just ahead. Janak Prakash comes back, full toss to start with. I wonder if he managed to get a touch on that. Could have been a run out. Shahadat on strike. 63 for 3. 123 the target. 60 needed in 8 overs. Very, very doable. If anything, Malaysia certainly have their noses ahead. Swing and a miss. He's only been there for 2 balls. He doesn't need much of a sighter. He's hitting them well. Some fantastic rearguard action in the second T20 to push Malaysia over 170 and more than a respectable total. Gave them a match-winning total thanks to his heroics towards the very end. And Syed Aziz was the one who laid the foundation. Well-constructed half-century. Inside edge! A keeper misses. Manpreet Singh. He cannot believe he's missed the stumps. Oh, it's all happening here. 63 for 3 in 6.3. Very similar to where Singapore were at this stage. It was around this stage when Chandra Mohan departed and things slowed down a wee bit. Another full toss. Will be just the single. I wonder if Vinod Bhaskaran is going to come back for another over with Aziz still in the centre. I just get the sense that Amjad might just make a change from the far end. Very tidy over so far from Janak Prakash. Just angles it. Straight to the fielder there though. Another single. Just the 2 runs conceded in this over so far. Outstanding from Singapore's perspective. That's exactly what they need. They need a couple of good overs to just stem the flow of runs. Fantastic over. Will they get a double? No. We'll stick to just the single. 3 from that over. Exactly what Singapore needed. 66 for 3 at the end of 7. So Vinod Bhaskaran has continued for his second over, and very rightly Shahadat has just taken a single and brought Syed Aziz on strike. Well, one thing's for sure, we know which area of the field he's going to be targeting. It's going to be the deep mid-wicket region for sure. The thing about Syed Aziz is that when he hits them, they stay hit. It doesn't matter where the fielder is. Manpreet misses an opportunity, a golden opportunity. Just lost sight of the ball. Very, very lucky to be there, Syed Aziz. But it's these opportunities that you need to hold on to. How costly is that going to be for Singapore? Only time will tell. What a shot that. Fantastic. Shot of the evening, in my opinion. Never easy to play the inside out shot to a left arm spinner, bowling it into you. That is an outstanding shot. What a contest this is turning out to be. We're going the distance. We're going down to the wire. The series is on the line. The Stan Nagaiah Trophy. Edition number 22 in 2022. Just the single once again. 73 for 3. They've got 7 of this over. 1 delivery left. Wonderful last over from Janak Prakash. He gave away just the 3 runs. Right. Crucial delivery this. Will Aziz go for the big one? Very smartly bowled by Vinod Bhaskaran. Excellent over from Singapore's context. 7 from that over. 8 completed. 73 for 3. Desperate attempt on the field, but they come back for 2. The score moves on to 75. We're down to 50 of 5, now 48 of 29. 10 per over. Very, very doable in the world and age of T20 cricket. 10 and over. You'll be very happy, and as a batting captain, you'll take that. What a shot. But straight to the fielder, just the single. Right on top of the pull shot. The captain, Amjad Mehboob, comes back for his second over. Loves bowling the short deliveries, peppering the batsman with some short stuff. He isn't express pace, all right. Can surprise the batsman every now and then, but not the fastest bowler around. And so the batsmen will fancy themselves. Short ball. Cross-batted to long off. Just the single. 4 of the 3 deliveries so far. The boundaries have dried up over the last couple of overs. Just 10 runs have come of the last 2 overs. You add the 4 from here, we're talking about 2.5 overs that have only gone for 14. Shot! How far? Chandramohan says boundary, and it is a boundary signaled by the umpire. Not 6. Apologies for that. It's a boundary. On the bounce. Just when I was saying that the boundaries have dried up, Shah that comes up with that. Short delivery once again that gets the treatment. Fuller. Chandramohan will cut it off. He's outstanding on the field. We already saw what he does. 9 of this over. Can Mahbub finish well? 82 for 3 in 8.5. Here we go. Crucial last delivery. Just a single 10 off this, and Malaysia have done what is needed. It was 50 of 5. It's now 40 of 4. Akshay Puri comes back into the attack. 40 needed in 23 now. What a contest we have on our hands. A high-scoring thriller to end what has been a thrilling series. 2 matches that have gone the distance. Short ball, bunted down the ground. The first one won by Singapore, thanks to some remarkable batting right towards the very end by Arima Nochil. We saw Anantha Krishna do plenty of damage with his leg spin in that game. And Malaysia needed to come hard. And come hard they did in game number 2. It was Syed Aziz who's at the centre with a well-constructed half-century. Shahadat, who's also batting with him right now, who scored 24 ball 40. And they both helped Malaysia get a massive total. And thanks to Pawandeep, almost. Thanks to Pawandeep Singh, Anwar and Kizar Hayat, Malaysia were able to restrict Singapore and win by 23 runs, and they leveled the series. And it comes down to this. 18-year-old Akshay Rupak in the big league. And he gets a wicket. He's ecstatic, and why wouldn't he be? It's also the big wicket of the half-centurion, Syed Aziz. This is a massive moment in this game. Playing across the line, trying for that big heave once again. Plays on, and the stumps are rattled. Akshay Rupak gets his first wicket this evening. He's 18 years old. Massive moment in the context of this game. It was the 2 informed batsmen. Which way is this going? It's so hard to tell. How can you pick one from these 2 teams? Manpreet Singh has plenty to say to Akshay Puri. What a little star he's turning out to be. Like I mentioned, he's only 18 years of age. He's got his entire career ahead of him, and he's already making an impact in his very first series. Small ground, big batsman, that doesn't intimidate him. Sharwin is the new batsman for Malaysia. 85 for 4. Just 2 runs so far. Make it 3 or 5. Singapore will be very happy with that. 10 per over was the required rate. Just 3 overs remaining after this. 37 needed in 19 now. Short ball. Now, very, very unfortunate. He dragged that shot. Not how he would have wanted to end the over. And just when I was about to say that Malaysia are behind the required rate, they pick up a 6 and are once again back on course. It was there, it was asking to be hit, and someone like Shahadat, who's in that kind of form, isn't going to miss out. 92 for 4 in 10, and they need 31 in 3, and it's game on. He'll be really livid with that last delivery, Akshay Puri. Fantastic over up until then. Drags one shot, paid the price. Full toss, taken on the full. They're coming back for the second. A good throw in. Not good enough. Not fast enough. An excellent running between the wickets. Misses. Singles won't hurt Singapore. It's the boundaries and the sixes that they want to keep away from. There you go, Manpreet Singh saying, calm down, calm down. That's exactly what we need. Gone! It's wicket number 3. Aryaman is over the moon. He is pumped up, and why not? What a delivery. You miss, I hit. Singapore, have they got their noses ahead now? My goodness, what a contest this is turning out to be. It's the big one of Mohammad Shahadat. He's the informed batsman batting on 24, but he will have to depart. 95 for 5. Have they left too much for too late, Malaysia? Do they have the batsmen to go the distance from here on? 28 or 15. It's almost 2 runs per delivery now. What a game this is turning out to be. To everyone watching, who's your money on? How do you pick a winner? Drifting down the leg side. Oh, what a stop from Akshay Puri. Yeah, he deserves a pat on the back, all right. Maybe more than that. because that was a poor delivery and it could have so easily run away to the boundary. Diving attempt, he's definitely saved his team 3 runs there. Just the 4 of this over. Short! I think that's a 6. It's almost taken a spectator down. That is a valuable 6. In the context of this game, just when they're behind the 8 ball, Malaysia somehow find a way to come back. Hopefully no damage done to the spectator and the player there. And that 6 also brings up the 100 of Malaysia. 21 needed in it, 13. What a game we're having. A 6 of the last ball in the previous over brought them back on track. In an otherwise slow over, a 6 in this one brings them back on track once again. Short! Oh my word! Take a bow, Sharwin, you absolute beauty. Is that the 2 deliveries that will make Malaysia champions of the stand, Nagaiah? The dugout jump in jubilation. 12 runs of 2 deliveries, and suddenly the equation now 15 of 12. How quickly it went from 27 of 14 to 15 of 12. Unbelievable hitting from Sharwin. Well, I was wondering who's going to do it. We didn't know Sharwin had this. Amjad Mehboob brings himself back on for his final over. He's got to come up with something spectacular if he's got to stem the run flow here. Ooh, almost. Will they go for another one? Will they run for the overthrow? No. Kesar Haya did the sensible thing. What's important right now is bring Sharwin back on strike. 2 mighty blows, and that second one, as convincing as it comes. It's almost 11:30 here in Singapore. We're getting close to midnight, but I'm pretty sure everyone's tuned in, watching this. I cannot believe what we're just seeing. Sharwin has just taken the game away from Singapore in 3 deliveries. 3 sixes in 3 balls, and Malaysia are on the verge of a series victory. Unbelievable hitting, as clean as you'll ever see. What a star he's turning out to be. Just 8 needed. They scamper back for the second. Make that 6 in 9 deliveries. I cannot believe that one player has changed the face of this game in a span of 3 deliveries. Just goes to show how quickly things can change in T20 cricket. Unbelievable. 24 of 7. What a knock. He's picked that off as well. For how much? They're coming back for the second. Only 4 needed now in 8. The writing's on the wall. Plenty of noise from the Malaysian dugout, and rightly so, because this is one heck of a chase. They needed more than 9 per over when they came in. A truncated game, almost 10 runs required per over. And they've come up with something absolutely spectacular, and they very well might do this with an entire over to spare. That'll do. That'll do. I was just wondering whether it was the right decision for the captain to bring himself on. Would someone like with the pace of Janak Prakash made a difference? Well, it's easy to say in hindsight, but it hasn't worked out for Singapore. These last 2 overs have cost them dearly, and it's likely to cost them the series. That's all. That's all they need to do. Will they come back for the second? No, no, that'll do. Only 2 runs will be needed when they come back in the final over. What a piece of batting we've just seen from Sharwin. It was quiet, it was tense, the tension was palpable. Everyone here had no idea which way this game was going. Sharwin says, guys, I've got this. Janak Prakash comes on now. Unfortunately, I just think it's a little too late. Should have come an over before. And with just 2 required in the final over, it's not going to be too hard to predict which way this is going. Sensational piece of batting by Sharwin in the last couple of overs, and Malaysia are on the verge of making it 15 times champions of the Sharwin of the Stan Nagaiah Trophy. Just 2 needed in 6 now. Pin drop silence with the few folks that have come here to watch this game. They are stunned into silence with what Sharwin has just done. 26 of 9. It's Kizar Hayat on strike. What he'll want to do is just get that single. That's it. That should be it. Done and dusted. Malaysia, champions of the Stan Nagaiah Trophy 2022 for the 15th time. They run onto the field proudly with the flag flying high. And they've just come from behind. They were sensational yesterday. They were even better today. And they found a new hero in the form of Sharwin, who's come up with a sensational 26 of 9 to pull victory from the jaws of defeat. What a match we have witnessed. What a series it's been. Congratulations to the visitors, Malaysia. And, well, commiserations to the home team. They will go back with plenty to think about. The bowling changes could have been Janak Prakash in the penultimate over. May have made a difference, but it's easy to say in hindsight. But for now, it's just been Malaysia that have come from behind, equalized, and now taken the league and are champions of the Stan Nagaiah Trophy as they win by 5 wickets. And they've given everyone a treat. It's been a privilege being able to call this series wonderful games of cricket. Every single game going down to the wire. And a team ranked 31 in the ICC rankings beating a team ranked 20 will give them plenty of confidence. And they know that they're far better than that 31st ranking that they have. Spare a thought for the Singaporeans. They were sensational all along too. They were brilliant in that opening game, winning by the barest of margins. But now they can stand and applaud these gentlemen on your screen. Malaysia are the champions. They kept finding a new hero every single time. Pawandeep was sensational. Akshay Puri, the youngster. My apologies. Pawandeep, Syed Aziz, Anwar, Kizar Hayat. So many different stars that came to the front. Whenever they needed someone, they're happy, they're ecstatic, they're making plenty of noise, and rightly so. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be coming shortly with the presentation. Who's going to be the man of the match? More importantly, who's going to be the man of the series? All of that coming in just a minute. Don't go anywhere. Congratulate Malaysia on them becoming 15th time champions of the Stan Nagaiah Trophy. Going to come to you with the post-match presentation in just a bit. Hello and welcome to the post-match presentation of the final series decider here of the Stan Nagaiah Trophy. International cricket came back to Singapore after 3 long years, and the good news is that the weather god stayed kind to us, and more importantly, we had cricket of the highest quality. 3 matches that went down to the wire, and in the end, the visitors were just too good, as Malaysia are champions of the Stan Nagaiah 2022. Congratulations to the visitors. Hard luck to the host, who played some excellent cricket themselves. And a round of applause for Singapore for the cricket that they played as well. Plenty of awards to give away. I'd like to introduce the presentation party to my left here. I have Mr. Mahmood Ghaznavi, President of the SCA, Mr. Subir Ghatak, Deputy President, Mr. S. Santanam, Vice President, and Mr. Manish, Honorable Secretary, and needless to say, the CEO of the SCA, Mr. Saad Khan, here as well. Thank you so much for coming over, gentlemen. Like I said, plenty of awards to give away. We'll start with the man of the match. It was a tense game going right till the very end, until someone came and hit 3 sixes and 3 deliveries. His name is Sharwin, and he is the man of the match for his fantastic 26 of 9 deliveries. And I'm going to have Mr. Manish give away the award to Sharwin. Come on, give him a big round of applause. Some outstanding hitting right towards the very end, helping Malaysia win the all-important decider. We now move to the best batter. We had plenty of performances, fantastic performances with the bat, and in the end, he scored a total of 76 runs from 56 deliveries. Mohammad Shahadat from Malaysia will grab the Best Batsman award. And I'm going to have Mr. S. Santanam to give away the award to the Best Batter. He played a crucial role yesterday in helping Malaysia put up a wonderful total. An animated Malaysian team. Now to the best bowler. We've had plenty of good performances with the ball as well, particularly the spinners impressed one and all. Obviously Ananta Krishna was very good from Singapore. Pawandeep was excellent from Malaysia's perspective. But in the end, Anwar Rahman, 6 for 54. As Anwar, come forward, and I'm going to have Mr. Subir Ghatak. Sir, can you just hand over the award to Anwar? Oh. Some outstanding left arm spin in the death overs. Anwar, the best bowler. Now to the man of the series. Like I said, we've had fantastic all-round cricket from both teams. In the end, someone who was impressive with the ball and with the bat. He scored a total of 99 runs. He hit some massive sixes. He picked up 3 wickets with the ball. It's from Singapore. His name is Janak Prakash. He's quick. He can hit some big sixes. And he had plenty. Mr. Mahmood Ghaznavi to give away the award. Janak Prakash, a star for the future for sure. Come on guys, give him a big round of applause. Janak, can I have you for a word, please? Unfortunate to end up on the wrong side, but happy with your own performance?
Yeah, I guess, but it's obviously a team sport, and when your team doesn't do well, it hurts. But I guess what went well for me was I just stuck to my processes, and I believed in myself. But it's tough because we couldn't get the team over the line.
Tell us a little bit about those no-look sixes. It's becoming a thing now, yeah?
It's not really about like not looking at the ball. It's just about keeping my head down until until the last moment, and then once the ball goes, if it's in the middle, I just know it's a 6. So it's just about keeping my head down. Yeah.
Keep doing that because we love it. And one final word on the game today. Right till the very end, it was hard to decide which way it was going. But kudos to Sharwin to just come and did what he did, and you can't do much when someone does that.
Yeah, definitely credit to Malaysia. They've played this series really, really well with great spirit, and yeah, it was just amazing for this last game to go that close. We did try our hardest, and in the end, they very much deserve the win. Yeah.
Tough luck, and all the best for all the cricket that's lined up for you.
Thank you so much. Thanks.
I'm now going to call upon the captain of Singapore, Amjad Mehboob. Big round of applause for the captain. Amjad, I'll first ask you to pick up all the medals from the CEO. Mr. Saad Khan will hand over the medals to Singapore for a wonderful performance by the Singapore team. Hard that they came back on the wrong side of the result, but they've played some fabulous cricket and stayed in the hunt all along. Amjad, hard luck for the result today, but right till the 18th over of the second innings, Singapore were very much in with a chance.
Yeah, it's hard to digest what we have. At the end, we are at the wrong side. We are the losing side, but I think overall the credit goes to my boys. I said they have worked very hard on this, but I think credit goes to Malaysia. They play very well, and it was a enough game, and I think they hold enough is better than us. That's why they are the winning side.
At the halfway mark, you thought 123 was enough?
I think the runs was enough. Our batsmen give us enough runs. I think in the middle hour we lags. We lose our temperament in the middle hours. That's why they are heavy on us.
And you have plenty of cricket lined up. What are some of the positives that you'll take from this series?
A lot of positive things. Now the team look like a gel. We are all in the same page. They want to work hard. They want to do well, and that is a positive sign for us.
We want to say thank you so much for entertaining us, and you have a series coming up in 2 days' time. All the best for that.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you. The captain of Singapore, Amjad Mehboob. And now for the winning captain, Ahmad Faiz from Malaysia. Amjad, I'll first have a word with you. Ahmad Faiz, I'll first have a word with you. What was going on in your mind 38 overs into the game when Sharvin went into bat? What was going on in your mind?
Actually, we all believe that Sharvin have capabilities to hit quick sixes whenever he go inside there. Even he said to me personally before he go in, he said, I'm come back today. I will be come back today. So he proved not only by saying, but he proved out in the field where it was amazing feeling for each and everyone over here.
Did you feel like 123 was going to be a daunting task at the halfway mark?
Yeah, of course, full credit to the batsmen from Singapore who gave away, I would say that they got 122 runs in 13 overs. We didn't expect that with this wicket, with this condition. They batted really well. And I just wanted to say to my boys, the bowlers have done great job while they're bowling. I know it's a bit hard with the weather, but we not finished on halfway. We batted very well from the first until the end.
Congratulations once again. You'll go back to a quadriangular series right after this, so plenty of positives from this series.
Yeah, of course, it's been a while, and we come back with a strong note, and we wanted to continue the momentum by winning each game.
All the best, and thank you for entertaining all of us.
Thank you.
The captain of Malaysia. Hold on, Faiz. More importantly, you have the medals and the trophy to pick up. I'm going to have Mr. Mahmood Ghaznavi give the medals first. Faiz, you can just get hold of the medals first. Big round of applause to the winners of the Stand Nagaiah, Malaysia. Excellent team performance. And you can hand that over to someone else. Yeah. On behalf of the Singapore Cricket Association, Singapore would also like to thank Malaysia for coming over here and playing some wonderful cricket and being a part of the Stand Nagaiah. And so there's a little memento from Singapore's perspective to Malaysia that they'd like to hand over to the manager of the Malaysian team as well. They played some great cricket with a wonderful spirit, and it's wonderful to have Malaysia over here in Singapore. And now for the big one, the all-important Stan Nagaiah trophy. Going to have Mr. Ghaznavi hold that as well. Right? Ladies and gentlemen, champions of 2022 edition of the Stan Nagaiah, Team Malaysia! Congratulations once again to Malaysia, and thank you so much to Singapore as well for all the entertainment. It's been wonderful being a part of this series. On behalf of everyone from the presentation party, I'd like to say thank you for being a part of this. Good night, and we'll see you back very soon.
Will survive. Stan Nagaiah Trophy 2022, 28th to 30th June. 2 teams, Singapore Cricket, Malaysia Cricket. 28th to 30th June, 3 days, 3 matches. Only the best will survive. Stan Nagaiah Trophy 2022, 28th to 30th June. 2 teams, Singapore Cricket, Malaysia Cricket. 28th to 30th June, 3 days, 3 matches. Only the best will survive. Stan Nagaiah Trophy 2022, 28th to 30th June. 2 teams, Singapore Cricket, Malaysia Cricket. 28th to 30th June, 3 days, 3 matches. Only the best will survive. Stan Nagaiah Trophy 2020.